Welcome back, everyone. Today I'm going to show you my dowsing rods. These are the items you use typically to find water. You've heard of it over your whole lifetime, how people can use these things to find water. And I'm going to show you that yes, you can find water, but you can also find just about anything you put your mind to. So there are a lot of people out there that try to debunk the function or use of dowsing rods. And most of those people, if you even watch their videos or hear them talk, they've never tried it or they use them incorrectly. So I'm going to show you how easy they are to use and how I use them. And as far as being a skeptic goes, there's no bigger skeptic in the world than this guy. But out of necessity, I needed to find some utilities one time, and I had a hard time getting a company to come out and mark them on the schedule that I needed. And so I looked up how to make my own. So I made these myself and I use them. I do not recommend finding your own utilities electrically that can possibly harm you by using these. You got to use the companies that mark them. Do it the right way. Don't put yourself at risk by doing something silly. But you can use these to find other things. If you find water, that's not going to hurt a darn thing. So when I made these, I just found these are the things I had laying around in my shop. Copper wire, it's 3/16 inch diameter. I took two pieces, I cut about 36 inches each, and I took the last 6 inches, put a right angle. I took some 1/2 inch PVC scrap I had laying around, and I just used them for the handles. And the reason you want them for the handles is so, and this is part of the people that are skeptics, when they look at this, they'll say, well, when it crosses like this, that means you're over your target, except for, well, they're just twisting it with their hands. They're doing it with their hands. Well, by putting these handles on, you're taking my hands out of the equation. There's no way in the world my hands can influence these things when they cross. I can get them to cross if I tip them way down and turn them in, but if you look, they make an X pattern. That's how you can tell I'm manipulating it. Or I can tip them up and get them to cross. But you look again, I'm making an X pattern. What I'm going to show you, I'm going to hold my elbows by my side, my arms straight out, and when I cross what I'm going after, they will cross directly parallel to each other. That's how you can tell you're doing it correctly. And if you have your hands on these insulators, you're not going to influence them at all. So let's get that out of the way. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a spot where I actually have utilities. I've got power coming into my house. A couple feet from that, I have my phone line, which was buried way back in the day. Don't use it anymore, but it's still there. And I also have a gas line. They're all staggered from each other within probably an 8-foot span. Just as an example, I can show you how this works, finding those. It's more than just water. You can find anything, just about anything you put your mind to. So when you go to use these, the key is you need to, and it sounds ridiculous, you have to think about what you want to find. And it won't work if you don't think about what you want to find. And I know that sounds ridiculous, and I can't explain it. I don't know, I don't make the rules, it's just how it works. The people that have trouble using these things are the people that usually don't clear their minds enough. You can only think about what you're looking for. And for me, I don't have a whole lot going on inside this squirrel cage up here, so for me to clear my mind is a pretty easy task. Some people, it's not so easy. So you need to think about just what you're looking for. If you're looking for water or a water line, you need to be thinking water line, and continuously in your head think water line, water line, water. I'm looking for a water line. I'm looking for a water line. That's the only thing that should be in your head. It shouldn't be, do I look silly? Are people watching me? Is this going to work? All those kind of thoughts can't be in your head. Only what you're looking for, and you'll have success. And that's how it works for me. The other thing that can mess you up is if you walk too fast. If you walk too fast, you won't give these things a chance to react. You got to walk at a decent pace, not too fast. Give these things a chance to do their thing. As you get closer to what you're doing, or to what you're looking for, like say a water line, as you get closer, they'll start to move. And then when you get directly over it, these things will be in line with each other across your chest and directly below them. And I mean within an inch, you'll be directly over that line or whatever you're looking for. And as you back up, they'll come back out again and straighten out. You go forward and so on. I'll show you what I mean. Now I'm in a location where I have those 3 utilities that I mentioned earlier. I've got the power line going this way. Behind that is the telephone line going this way. Then I've got the gas line going this way, but they're in different locations. You'll notice that the first thing I'll be doing is the gas line, and that's all I'm going to be thinking about. And then when I go back and I'll go across and I'll do the phone line, I'll cross over the gas line, and these won't react to the gas line anymore because I'm not thinking about it. So let me start with the gas line first, and then the phone line second, power line third. So I'm thinking only about gas line right now. Gas line, holding these level. They're starting to cross, and they cross each other, and I am directly over the gas line. And as I back up, you'll see they straighten out again. I go back again, they'll cross again. So these things are extremely accurate. Now I'm going to think about the telephone line. Sorry about that, the delivery guy came by. I had to pause for a minute. I'm going to go back now and do the electrical service. Over the gas line, over the phone line, to the electrical service. I'm only thinking electrical service, electrical lines, electrical service, electrical line, and it's right here, directly below these rods. So I'm not going to dig them up to prove my point, but I'm going to give you some other examples that you can see. Okay, now I'm going to give you some examples that you can see here in my yard. So I have with me golf balls. Okay, I got 3 of them in here somewhere. So I'm going to have one represent the, well, let's just say, like, for instance, the gas line. Second one will be the phone line. And the third one, which is white, can be my electricity line. So what I can do is put, there's electricity, drop my rod. I don't know which is which here. That's electricity. That's the phone line. That's the gas line. So I'll walk from side to side here in the camera, and you'll see these things cross as I come directly over them. Okay, got these at the ready. So I'm thinking gas line is the first one. Actually, in all reality, since these are golf balls, I'm going to think about golf balls, but I'm going to think about yellow golf ball for this instance. Yellow golf ball, and it crossed, and it is directly over the yellow ball. I'll back up, I'll go for that orange golf ball. Orange golf ball, orange golf ball, orange golf ball, and I'm directly over that, right here. I'll come back, I'm going to pass over the previous 2 golf balls, go to the white golf ball. So I'm thinking white golf ball, white golf ball, white golf ball, and it crosses. So you notice I went over technically the exact same item. They're all golf balls, but this can differentiate even between the colors of them. It didn't go off for the yellow one, didn't go off for the orange one when I was looking for the white one. So you're ready to have your mind blown about what these things can do? Watch this. I have a water line that's buried from my well over there to my house over here. I know, because I watched them put it in, it's about 8 feet deep. So I'm going to go across there looking for a water line that's 8 feet deep. I'm looking for a water line at 8 feet deep. Water line at 8 feet deep. Water line at 8 feet deep. And it is right here, which is correct. It is right here. But I'm going to look for a water line at 10 feet deep. deep, water line at 10 feet deep. Nothing. I'll look for one at 6 feet deep. Water line at 6 feet deep, water line at 6 feet deep. Nothing. I'm gonna stand where I think the water line kind of is. I'm just gonna look for a water line at 8 feet deep. 8 feet deep. Oh, look at that. So you can find things at specific depths if need be. That's amazing. So do these things work? Absolutely they work. Was I a skeptic before? Yep. But I made some, tried them for myself, and they work amazingly well. Try them. It's not that expensive to get these things together. The people that can't make them work are the ones that either they don't clear their minds enough to think about what they're actually looking for, they walk too fast. Those are the two main things. You can find anything with these, and when you think about it, if you can find just about anything with them, think about going to the public park, public beach, look for precious metals, look for anything that might have some value to it. Yes, you can find water. They work really well for that. The Amish use these to find the locations to drill for a well for their homes. So I'm pretty sure there's no sacrilegious part of using these things. If they don't have a problem, I certainly don't. Give them a shot. Leave a comment as to if you use these, how they work for you, what have you found, how successful are you. I personally have found these things to be extremely accurate to within an inch. Like I said, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Give it a shot. Give these a try. They do work. Catch you later.